Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be looking at the Topeak Mini PT30 multi-tool. So unless you're a pro cyclist with a support vehicle behind you, it's important to carry all the tools you need on your bike. Tools let you do simple repairs on the side of the road so you don't end up stranded. Now Topeak has recently released a set of brand new tools that includes this, the PT30. So packaging wise, pretty nicely done. As with a lot of Topeak products, you have a nice high contrast colors. The tool fully visible here. You can actually almost interact with it. And all the information on the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the box, and while we do that, we'll go over the specs. Retail price on this is $49.95. Features an impressive 30 functions. Has a forged aluminum body and chrome vanadium steel tools. They also include a neoprene bag, as well as a chromoly chain tool integrated into it. So inside the box, you get the basic packaging. Here's the neoprene storage bag, and this is a really nice feature. You get instruction manual on the inside that help you get set up with this. And then the tool itself, which is really nicely finished. It's available in 3 colors. Gold, black, and a polished finish. This is the black variation. Looks really sleek and very compact. Now let's take a look at the weight of the Mini PT30. So the tool by itself comes in at 168 grams, so fairly light for all the functionality, while the bag comes in at only 6 grams. So now let's go over the fit and finish of the Topeak Mini PT30 multi-tool. Now Topeak has done a great job combining 30 functions in a very compact form factor. So everything sits really nice and flush. You have a forged aluminum body, and especially in the black finish, really contrasts well with the chrome tools. And everything sits really nice and flush against each other. You have 2 rows of tools on top, so 1 on each side, and they're on a single little pivot. And then underneath you have the chain tool. So let's go ahead and pop that off first. So you just rotate this out. The chain tool, you get a bunch of functionality all into this one little creative carrier. So first I'll take off the one plastic piece on the mini tool, which is the disc brake spacer. So if you ever take your disc brake equipped bike wheel off, you can actually fit this in between your pads just in case you ever press the brake levers. This avoids the pistons from collapsing into each other. So a nice little tool. Also, we have a little chain holder. So this is nothing more than a little paper clip almost. So you put this between the chain, and that'll hold it in place when you want to install a master link or take it off without the chain flying away. Next, we have the chromoly tool itself. So very nicely designed. And within this, we have a bunch of tools. Not only can we hold a master link in here, so you can actually store one in here by taking them off and putting it in these little slots. You can also do your chain popping. So as you would have like a standard chain tool, you put your chain in one of the fences and then put the pin through. Now, unlike a larger chain tool, you can see there's not a lot of leverage to hold this. That's one negative of this. And you also have a secondary fence. Now, the purpose of the secondary fence is to loosen any stiff chain links. So you can apply a little bit of pressure to loosen any bolts in that link. So a nice little feature with a very compact size. You also have a bunch of, you also have this little nice tool here. So this is actually a master link compressor. So if I take one of the Allen keys, there's a little set screw on the side. So if you see this black set screw, you'd position your master link to fit here, and then you would take this little set screw and compress it in. So you can see that actually applies some compression, and that'll actually open your master link, so you don't need a secondary plier. So really clever design. They're able to combine a lot of tools into one. Also, you'll notice that the casting of this has a couple slots. These are for 4 different spoke wrenches. You get a 14 gauge, 15 gauge, as well as a Mavic M7 and a Shimano 4.5. So there's your 14 and 15 gauge, and then the Shimano and M7 tools. So again, really nice features to have. So that's all the tools on here. If we go back to the main tool, you can see now with the little chain attachment off, you have the two sides. On each one of them, you have a whole set of tools as well. You get 7 different Allen wrenches. You get one of these 2Ls, which is the L-shaped 2mm variation. You get a 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6, as well as an 8. And these are all scattered along here for optimal placement. What's also cool is you have a hex socket. This is a 10mm, and that pops off and you get the 8 underneath. It's a really clever way to get both in one spot. Additionally, you have 2 tubeless tools. So Topeak does offer another tubeless specific tool set, but with this one you get 2 tools. You get the reamer, so you can see this knurling on here. This is designed to put inside your tube, your tire, to clean it out. So you'd shove that in there, clean it, and then you would insert your plug using the plug tool. So you put the plug on there, put it in, and then yank it out. So nice to have, and it's all compact, of course. You have 3 different Torx wrenches. So you have a T10, a T15, and a T25. And again, these are scattered on each side. You also have 2 different screwdrivers. You have a flathead, and you have a number 2 Phillips here. And additionally, if that's not enough, there is more. There's a knife as well. So you can see, they call this both a knife and a saw. So you can see it has a serrated edge, and then the saw portion has a more aggressive design. So both the knife and the plug tool actually lock in place. So you can see these are actually locked. To unfold them, you actually have to press down on this metal tab. So you can see with a little bit of force, that'll unlock it. And you actually have to fold the knife before the plug tool. So that's one downside. I think they got a little too clever for themselves. That's the only way this will actually fold up. So same thing with this. At least with the version I have here, it's a lot harder to do the unlocking. So you can see it doesn't quite sit as flush. But again, if I apply some force, that'll fold in. And again, knife first, because as you can see, they actually contact each other. So now let's do a quick comparison between the PT30 and some other multi-tools. Now what's great about the PT30 is that it has a very compact form factor and combines a lot of functionality into one. However, because of the compact design, you do sacrifice some of the usability. So if we were to compare a Parktool, this is the AWS-10. This is just little Allen keys. You can see these are longer, and with the plastic body, it's a little bit lighter, but obviously it feels a little cheaper. But the big difference here is the Allen keys are actually a lot longer, so the wrenches give you a little bit more leverage, and with the larger body, you can hold it a little bit easier. It's also not nearly as good as the little 3-tool designs. This is another Parktool one. So this is really nice. This is the AWS-8. You can see you get a 4, 5, 6, all into one with a very convenient form factor. Again, because of the compact size here, if you were to do something similar, you don't get quite as much leverage, but obviously you get the compactness. And same thing goes with traditional Allen key sets. You're not going to put this in your back pocket. It's bulky, and even though it gives you more leverage, it's not really worth riding with. One of the drawbacks, as I brought up, though, was with the chain tool. So if I pop that off again, if I put these side by side, again, you get more leverage. This one actually does accept a little Allen key, so you could use that to actually rotate it for more leverage, but you don't get the full handle. So you can compare this. With a normal one, you get a full handle, easier to hold. I wish they would have maybe provided a little insert here where you could attach it maybe to the main body to rotate it around. But otherwise, you get the same dual fence design, easy to use as well. The reamer and the plug-in tool for the tubeless is also nice. This is a Lesney combination one. You can see this holds the darts, and on the inside you get the reamer and the plug. While with the Topeak, they are separate tools. But again, really nice, more compact. You still have to carry the actual plugs, And they have a tubeless specific one that would carry the plugs, but it'd be pretty easy to put this in your pocket and keep the multi-tool without the Lesney full case. Now let's go over the pros and cons for the PT30. What we like about the Mini tool is the compact design. Packs a lot of functionality in a very small size that's easy to put in your jersey or saddlebag. Also, the included neoprene storage bag is a very nice extra. It also prevents the tool from scratching anything else or having other tools scratch this. Also, with the 30 functions, there's more than enough to do any roadside repair, so definitely a nice tool to have on the road. Some of the cons for the tool is a premium price. At $50, this costs more than other tools on the market. Also, there's a specific folding order for the knife and plug that's easy to forget. So that's one con of the compact design. Also, the chain tool, although a nice addition, is a little bit difficult to hold compared to traditional tools. It doesn't have a long handle that would provide you leverage. Taking everything into account, we give the tool an 8.7 out of 10. This is a Swiss Army knife of bike tools, and with the 30 functions, provides more than enough tools to get you out of any jam on the side of the road. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.